I'm not really looking for anything. I'm just looking for that one thing that I saw. Oh, see, this steep up here. At least my creek walking shoes are a little bit sturdy. I'm just trying to get my hold on the little spots up in here. Man, look at that. That's like a 59-degree angle right here. Reference picture. I guess someone just loves hanging around me today, though. Dang, it's so steep up here. The erosion is crazy, though. You'll never believe what I'm trying to get to, though. I mean, it's nothing big. You can probably only see it in the late fall, early winter, all the way through spring. Gotta hang on to the balance. You know where they're going to stop. Or slow down at least. Where the kayak is no longer there. What's the easiest route? I guess the easiest route is to go up, right? See, there they go. They know I know the truth. The easiest route is to go up towards the sky. It's the only way to protect your human world. It is. You build towards the sky. You build your cities towards the sky. Think about it, Venice. What's on the lower 2 floors? Lower 2 or 3 floors? Water. You got to build towards the sky. As long as you get out of heaven's way, as long as you get out of their way, you can keep going and so can they. Yeah, we're only up about maybe 32.5 feet. Come up to places where humans come all the time. Either they come up or come down. Dang, is that ever steep? Look at this one, though. Yeah, you know they came down here and cut things down. The human race will do anything to cut things down instead of cut things up. How did that ever sound? Instead of building up, they love to come down and cut it down. They'll find any way possible. What a bummer. That thing was probably an ancient oak or a cedar. Hey, it could have been a hickory that was 194 years old, and they cut that joker down. Man, look at that thing. Look at the size of this slab of rock. What a boring video. What the heck is that? I know it's a dog, but huh? I wonder where they are. Still plenty of time left in the day. It's like 4:45. I had to wait on them practically an hour. Wouldn't it be nice if there was ever going to be carvings up here? I mean, this last... Dang, what am I trying to say? This slab right here has been here for at least a couple million years. But how did it end up like this, though? love coming across stuff like this. Ancient times. This is what I'm always interested in. Makes me think that this river, this waterway, was much deeper. Much higher than what you're looking at down below. I mean, I just love that perspective. Yeah, we're about 53 feet higher. Every stone holds truth, though. Wonder if they're going to say something. Like, if I ask who's the oldest one out here, it's going to say, I am. Not me, but, them. I know I'm not the only one that comes up here. I mean, where's the geocaching box, you fools? That's the spot to hide one. And so was that. Dang, it's like it goes on forever down here, and it's such a small location. Why the heck am I whispering? Oh, there's a spider's house here. Well, no one's inhabiting it. Sorry about the boring video. I'm just trying to chill. Man, look at that. I know people come down here all the time. It's almost like there's nothing left undiscovered, unfortunately. Sorry about that. It's getting steeper. No hidden messages from the ancient peoples. I know it's not like going to Wyoming or anything like that. Grand Canyon, nothing like that. It's not even like going to Kennesaw Mountain. But why am I doing it? To fulfill the soul. And also the fact that only about, 50 people come out here a year? And you're not one of them. Going up is easier than going down. Let's go try to stand on something that someone stood on 11,000 years ago, possibly. So to keep the human race going, the idea, the being of the human. Oh, that's a little bit better. Okay. And look, I'm hanging on to the balance of nature. Go figure. Uh-oh. The little ones. That's a long way down. Most definitely. There's not a single sound out here. Not even the birds are chirping at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and climb down the adventurous way, not the easy way. To get the feel in, for real. Let's get to it. I'll see you down at the bottom. Dang, look at that rock. Architectural. Don't slip. Just love touching things that the human race hasn't touched before. The geometries, the edges. You know what this reminds me of, though? It reminds me of all those times at Stone Mountain that I'm trying to feel or gain an equilibrium with the landscape, the mountain itself. You know? Where you're just trying to get down that one perfect slope. The equal part of it. The one slope that keeps you alive, but it's teetering on death itself. That one angle, that one perfect angle. It's almost like you have to seek to be whole, to be part of it, to become equal with nature, to understand it. Then engineering of them, combined with engineering of your body and everything else in between. It's another reason why I love engineering. It's because it's a friendship with nature, a friendship with the laws of nature, trying to become part of them, to understand them, to have a friendship with them, a relationship between the built environment, what you design, the things that you do, even when it comes to your own body. Sorry about that. I stepped on a piece of grass. Still no geocaching box. And that is the perfect spot. Fools! Dang, we've had some pros in the past. Wonder where they are today. Dang. Gotta be more careful out here. If you don't know what that is, you're a dummy. What a perfect experience. It's almost like when you do this kind of thing, a different kind of hiking. I just call it exploring. I don't hike, I explore. But every time I do this, it always teaches me part of the lesson. The way you have to move through it. The way you have to try to not disturb it at the same time. Not to break anything off. But to become part of it. I know what you're looking at. Sorry my videos are so scary. They're not meant to be scary. They're meant to be interesting. Versed by science. I know I see you looking back. Middle screen. What you know about that? Hey, you look like Beethoven. I think I'm making a big mistake out here, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. I think I am. I told you about this concept before, about this concept of time in your life. When it comes to recording your life. Because they get the last of it. They get all your memories. When you go bye-bye. I think I'm making a big mistake right now. I gotta hurry before it gets too late. I'm talking about either this summer or in my life. But right now I feel like a couple of $1 trillion is what I feel like. Right when I was in the zone a few years ago, I felt so bad because I was dealing with a terrible black mold. But you know, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not. Because the black mold it's nature. It is. Trust me, I saw some fungus that I'd never seen before. Probably it's never been discovered before by the human race. At my uncle's place. I told you before, we are where we are. I am where I am. I was where I was. To try to guide me. But I survived it though. I did. Something normal human beings, a lot of them don't survive, is black mold exposure. And I survived it with flying colors. But I felt so bad back then. The body, the mind, the brain, the inflammation. Last time I made it out here, in this one zone, when I was tracing the outlines of the landscape. That one time, when I was exploring through the woods looking for answers. Finding rounded off rocks 15, 20 feet above the river, above the water line. And a bunch of garbage and stuff. Dumping grounds, whatever it was out here. I've recorded those videos when I was feeling bad, horrible. Within the body, within the mind. Looking for an answer. Looking for a miracle. The reason I say I think I'm making a big mistake is I think I gotta rush out there now and retrace my steps. Retrace the lines of life. Now that I'm feeling better. To re-record the situation. Re-record the time. Because when it comes to these out here, time is endless. It's weird. It's like time is endless, but it stands still. As long as you don't take it out. As long as you don't destroy it. It'll give you the time that you need to correct things. To make things right. Welcome to heaven. And all the rest of them too. It's been a while. 4 years to be exact. Feeling a whole lot better now. Almost the exact same time. Let me go ahead and zoom through this place real quick. try to see what kind of garbage I can pick up. People come out here all the time. See? Let's hope they're not out now, because I'm here to pick up the garbage. Whatever I can get. Probably a lot more than it was 4 years ago. Or just a lot of different stuff, that's it. People don't know how to clean up after themselves. I know that for a fact. But I'm here to record myself feeling a whole lot better. Moving things around the landscape. As the memory of me is recorded out here, feeling a whole lot better. As we make them feel better in the process. Dang, I see nothing but bottles. Should have had a garbage bag for real. Hey, we got 2 matching socks. What you know about that? Even if you get in a few seconds of recording when you're better, it's almost like the time of your life at that one moment is reset and all is good. Is that another one for the fashion show? This glass. I'm going to have to leave that. I'll leave some things because, glass is nature. They know when I'm coming by. It's a clean house. Looks like someone's been napping on the giant core. Wasn't me. Don't blame that on me. I'm just looking at the perfectly rounded off rocks. 17 feet above the river. Or the rivers. On the other side of that landmass over there. This is just a backup zone. But was it a backup zone 14 million years ago? That's what I want to know. Gotta hurry my butt up. I know a lot of this was placed here by humans recently or placed by the waters when it backed up. It's the patterns of this stuff out here, though. Along one single line there is styrofoam, which tells me that the waters about 25 years ago were pretty high for a very short time. That explains the line of plastic bottles that are at least 25 to 30 years old, but they're not antique. So the Rangers don't have to worry about that when it comes to picking up this kind of garbage. It's not like they're bottles, Coke bottles from 1909 or 1863. Everything's on one single line. Modern. Go ahead and get what I can. Check this thing out. What kind of bottle is this? Look how it's formed. It's not even burned. It's not burned. It's made like that. That might be a rare bottle. Look at that thing. But that's one I have to leave out here. So the memory of you keeps going. Let's hope I forget where that was. Let me try to figure out how to bury it under the leaves or something. Dang. What the heck is wrong with me? Mostly green bottles. Keeps getting higher. A lot of green bottles out here. It's like the 15th one so far. How would I ever have the space for all this? What? 2004, 2001, 99. Dang. Good thing is there's a lot of glass out here, which means I can leave it. Because glass is nature. It's like they get a chance to take it back from when you created something else from it. The sand that they give you. But the plastic, some of this stuff I remember from last time, like 4 years ago. Even the cans I remember. It's almost like no one cares when it come out. It's looking a whole lot better though. A lot of stuff I remember from the past. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me think about this. A lot of the stuff I remember from the past. When I came out here back in like 2017, 2018. A lot of this stuff I remember. Last time I was here. Never moved. I already know the truth out here. I do. Nature. A lot of stuff I remember from the past. Green bottles all over the place. There's another 3 right in that one frame. I know you're trying to tell me something. It's almost like you see me for the first time every time I come out, wherever I go. As if I don't know, but I do know. A lot of stuff I remember from the past. It's like your developments. Don't take it down and don't take out nature. Some of this stuff is going to have to be left out here because you remember from your past. So when you see it, you remember something. And it helps you remember more about the past. what it's like being human, what it's also like being them out here. Another reason why I haven't been out looking for the good stuff, the history, the artifacts of time. It's because I've learned many lessons in the past year or so. Every time I found one, I felt bad. So I would just leave half of what I found. Because I know we need that memory of life, of what it's like to be human, what it's like to keep going. Remember that there was a past of everything that's around us. So I've kind of held off on the artifacts. I'll collect a few here and there, but I haven't been out in about a month to look for it. Because in a way, the artifacts is what helps them remember. Like me, of course. A lot of green things laying around. A lot of clear things. A lot of glass. A lot of plastic. Let me go ahead and grab a few more things to try to make some kind of difference out here. That's a crap load of garbage in this thing. It's going to take me at least 30 to 45 minutes to clean this thing out, to put it where it belongs. Dang, is that ever a lot of garbage. Let's hope we don't sink. Still got a long way to go in this heavenly place. And how do I have so many bags? You already know what's up. I told you this before. About 3 videos ago when I was on my kayak. The kayak itself is what? Is the garbage can. Is the garbage bag. That thing is filled to the gills. With just a little bit of space left. Let's continue. Check this out. This place is looking a whole lot better. Only a couple more pieces in that little zone right there. You see them. Plastic bottles. But everything else is flawless. What a hobby indeed. Nothing like cleaning up heaven. Community service at its best. Nothing but glass. And retro beer bottles from like the 70s. Old medicine bottles. Whatever this thing is. Plastic. But dang, do we ever have some vintage items up in here? It still has the label on it. For real though. Not really high enough. Man, do I ever remember those days? For real though. It's almost like hiding treasure. Now I know why I'm leaving the glass stuff, right? Another reason why. Because a kayak would sink like the Titanic if I had it full of glass. God's crazy. The garbage can is full. Let's hope we don't sink on the way back. The 9-foot garbage can is full. This thing probably weighs 83 pounds. I just went from 215 to over 300. What's the weight limit on this thing? I'm going to have to Google the answer. Read the manual. It's on here somewhere. But it's all covered up. God's crazy. And I'm about to forget the first thing that I laid the camera on. One last piece for this trip, that is. Did good today. Let's go ahead and enjoy the rest of the evening at 7:25. Cool. Definitely cool. The good news is we're not sinking. This heavy thing right here. Had trouble trying to drag this thing into water. Man, what the heck do I get myself into? Oh, it's all for heaven. Beautiful. Got to do a lot of things today. Still a little bit of time left. It's not like I can go by the trash dump and empty it out to continue the day. I just have to keep going. At least we made out with a couple of pairs of socks and a couple of pairs of underwear, right? Thanks, Mom. It's exactly what I asked for Christmas. For real, though. She always came through. Looks familiar to me. I recognize a place like this any day of the week. Just like in the first one. No sand in this one, though. Trace the lines, trace the edges, trace the geometries. Plot the points. Match up the lines. It'll lead you to something. Looks like a building to me.